I want to give a quick shout out to my patrons. Thank you so much for your support. Hey y'all, it's Kate from the Literary Apothecary, and today we're going to be talking about Stamped: Racism, Anti-Racism in You by Jason Reynolds and Ibram X. Kendi. Now, I read this book as part of my banned books TBR during September, and some of the reasons why this book has been banned in itself is the author's public statement, selective storytelling incidents, does not encompass racism against all people, which it did not try to. It said it very blatantly that this is about racism against Black people. And so I don't know, these people must be very conservative, you would think. It was just very weird reasons for wanting to ban this particular book. But that's people that are trying to ban books in general. So a spoiler-free summary of Stamped: Racism, Anti-Racism in You, and I take this from the Goodreads summary like I usually do. The first part is a bunch of text that is actually repeated in the book itself. So these are quotes from the book. This is not a history book. This is a book about the here and now. A book to help us better understand why we are where we are. A book about race. And now the actual spoiler-free summary starts. I just thought that was a great little tidbit to add in. The construct of race has always been used to gain and keep power, to create dynamics that separate and silence. This remarkable reimagining of Dr. Ibram X. Kendi's Stamped from the Beginning reveals the history of racist ideas in America and inspires hope for an anti-racist future. It takes you on a race journey from then to now and shows you why we feel how we feel and why the poison of racism lingers. It also proves that while racist ideas have always been easy to fabricate and distribute, they can also be discredited. So I gave this book 5 out of 5 stars. I thought it was so well done. Some things that I appreciated out of this book was that although this is targeted towards middle grade YA for their audience, anyone and everyone can benefit from this book. And let's be honest, some people in this country need that level of reading to be able to grasp a concept like racism. I thought by discussing race and racism from the racist ideas point of view, it makes it easier for everyone to understand and not just those that are experiencing racism against themselves. I truly loved and appreciated the deep dive into racism, anti-racism, segregationists, and all that encompasses around there. We get, these terms passed around when you're talking about racism. You get racist and anti-racist and segregationists and desegregationists and all of these different terms, and not a lot of people actually define what those terms mean because they think everyone knows what they mean because they're used so often. But Jason Reynolds breaks it down in a way that you can understand no matter what reading level you're at. And he does that with racism as a whole and all of these terms that go around with racism and social justice. And I just thought he did an absolutely fantastic job of breaking down such a huge concept into bite-sized pieces that anyone at any reading level can understand. So 5 out of 5 stars to Stamped: Racism, Anti-Racism in You by Jason Reynolds and Ibram X. Kendi. Highly recommend it no matter who you are, what reading level you're at. Everyone should be reading this book. If you've read this book, let me know in the comments below what your thoughts were. As always, my Patreon and my Discord information will be in the description below. Keep reading, and I love you all to the moon and back. Bye.